What's up, my royal flush? It is I, J Heart, the Queen of Hearts, and I am back for another video. If this is your first time watching me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It really helps a lot, and also hit that bell notification button right after that. And don't forget to follow me on all my social medias as well. They'll appear down here. In today's video, as y'all can read from the title, I did a haul. I did a Makeup Shack haul. I spent over $100 on makeup brushes from the Makeup Shack. I mostly just have Makeup Shack brushes. Like if y'all ever see me using like a black brush, it would be like one of my Morphe brushes. I usually just have like 2 Morphe brushes and like all these Makeup Shack brushes. I'm just gonna be talking to you guys about some of the things I purchased from the Makeup Shack and my experience with them and everything like that. So if that's something that you want to be interested in, then keep on watching. So I'm going to start off with face brushes, anything that has to do with you know, beating the face, you know, the foundation, concealers, different things like that, bronzers, different stuff like that, blushes, you know. I'm first going to start off with foundation, of course. And this brush right here, they all, by the way, y'all, they all are dirty. They all are dirty because I just used them for today, so, and last night as well. So the first brush I'm going to show you is the T40 Makeup Shack brush, and this brush is a round foundation buffer brush. It's very good for buffing out any creams, liquids. I would say, like, if you are using a cream foundation, I would say use a brush instead of a sponge, because, like, you know, like foundation sticks or anything like that, I would say use a brush instead of a sponge because it's easier to move the product around. So the next brush I'm going to be talking about is a concealer brush. Now there are 2 concealer brushes that I purchased from Makeup Shack that can be used for concealer, which is the Makeup Shack T42 brush and the Makeup Shack T31. So I used the T31 today to like buff out my base for my eyeshadow. By the way, if y'all want a video on this look that I'm doing, just leave a comment down below. I used this brush today to buff out my base for my eyeshadow, which is the concealer and stuff, because I don't know, like I just like using a brush first and then going on top of it with a sponge. The next brush right here is the T42. Now also, you can use this brush to go up under your eye as well. Like, it's very good. Like, it can fit literally right up under your eye. And this one is good for buffing out your lid as well. So I feel like both of these brushes go hand in hand, like for use. You can use these for anything, really. Another thing I want to talk about is their sponge. Now, you can use their sponge. Anybody knows, like, you can use a sponge multi-purpose for anything. For setting your makeup, for pouncing your foundation in. I'm a sponge person. I like a sponge as well. I use, like, I don't know, I dib and dab between both of these, so they are very good. I'm going to also tell you how I got the sponge too, because I got it in like a set as well. Or you can use this brush right here, which is the T24 brush by Makeup Shack. You can use this to set the powder up under your eye as well. This is good for getting right up under your eye as well. But this is described as a contour brush, but I don't use this as a contour brush. I use some, like a giant fan brush, which isn't from the Makeup Shack, to contour with, but that's besides the point. So yeah, like I said, this brush, the T24, is described as a contour brush. Now you can use this brush for blush. You can use this brush for, I don't know, I wouldn't use this for foundation, like, but some people would. I'm pretty sure, like, there's somebody out there that would use a brush kind of like this, like a dome shaped tapered brush, to blend out their foundation, but personally I wouldn't do that. So yeah, this is the T24 once again. So the next brush that I'm going to bring up that I purchased from Makeup Shack, like, is the T95 brush. Now I use this brush, like this, they describe this as a large blending brush or something like that. Like, I'm like, what the fuck, like how are we going to use this? And I know somebody, like, I think it was a brush similar to this that I seen Thomas Halbert use, that he uses to do his contours, but I wouldn't use this. I just use this to sweep off the bake, like from up under my eyes. I don't bake, but like the sides of my nose, like I bake my nose, so I use this to sweep off my bake, and you know, it comes off pretty easily. I really like it. This brush is super soft, but it's natural hair. Like, it's goat's hair. I'm pretty sure this is goat's hair. But you know, the thing about goat's hair, like, it always has an animal smell to it. Like, and I don't know, it just smells like an animal. Moving on to eyebrow brushes. Now, before I get into eye brushes, I'm going to talk about a palette by the Makeup Shack that I used, that I got with a bundle with this, which is like a carrying case for the brushes. But of course I use this for the brushes, so it's like a cute little holographic carrying case called the Back to the Basics palette. Now I don't really like this palette too much because I was in the middle of doing an eye look, and like I took this shade right here and it like just crumbled on me, and I'm just like, ugh, like what the fuck. Like I wiped that shit off so fast. Like I don't like this palette. I don't think it was the base I used or anything. Like these shimmers aren't really pigmented. The mattes are pretty okay. Like, I mean, they're just matte. Like, they have better palettes out there on the Makeup Shack's website, but I just got it because it was in a bundle, and I'm just like, okay, my makeup bag, 2 other brushes, and a palette and a sponge for $20-something. So I'm like, you can't beat that. So I'm like, okay. But I do not recommend getting this palette. I'm sorry, Makeup Shack, I love your brushes, but this palette is not good at all. So the next thing I'm going to get in with, or get on, I mean, you know, the next thing are eye brushes. Now I bought a whole bunch of eye brushes because I like doing eye looks. Like I haven't done my makeup in like 2 months, y'all. Like I tried last night, like the side story real quick. I tried last night and I could not do it. Like I asked my cousin, tell him
I'm sick as fuck.
Anyway, I tried last night and I just couldn't do a look. I don't know why. Like my eyeshadows, like I wiped it off like 3 or 5 times and I just couldn't do it. I'm like, okay, fuck it, I'm not doing this shit no more.
You tried.
So today, this is like the second eye look I did, and I'm like, okay, I'm happy with this because I got this look from James Charles right here. He did a look similar to it on his video, but he didn't post a picture of it, which is kind of, I don't know. So back to the point of my brushes. So literally almost every eye brush I use is a Makeup Shack brush. Like, I don't know, I feel like they're kind of cheaper than Morphe brushes, and like I got literally all these brushes for like 140 something. But I use Rocio Seha. I used her 20% discount, and it brought it down to like 120 something. So I'm like, okay, cool, I gotta snag these brushes. So the first brush I'm going to talk about is a eyebrow brush, and this is the Makeup Shack T3 brush. Now when I first got this brush, I'm like, what the fuck, like why is this brush so big? This is pretty big for like, from what I'm used to for eyebrow brushes, but I kind of got used to it and it's pretty good. I kind of like it. I gotten used to it really, so I have no choice but to like it. So like, there's no point in describing an eyebrow brush because it kind of describes itself. So I'm just gonna move on to the next brush. So my next brush is the T47. The T47, I use this to contour my nose. This is the brush that I picked up this shade in the palette with. I used this brush and it kind of crumbled in the brush, so I'm like, wow, this is like around the time when I first got it. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So now I use this brush to contour my nose, which I'm kind of loving, like, because it's a nice little buffer brush, and then I also go back behind it and kind of buff it out myself. So this is a nice buffer brush. You can use this to smudge up under your eyes, smudge, eyeshadow smudge, cream eyeliner, different things like that. It's multi-purpose. I feel like a lot of brushes are multi-purpose. This is just the T47 brush. Now this is a brush that I kind of did not like when I got, like, this is the T54 brush. Now I use this brush to clean up, I used this brush to clean up my eyebrows, but I don't like it because it's like fat, like it's like more dense than I would like it to be, and it just didn't work for me. It didn't do what I needed it to do. It would like mess up my eyebrows, like when I look, okay, like I just use this as a standby brush just in case I might need something quick to grab. I just keep it right there, like, okay, I'm gonna just hold off on you. You get what I'm saying? And I'm gonna just keep you there. Just like today, I didn't have like a packer brush to pack this blue eyeshadow on, so I used this brush. So I'm just like, okay, it's just an easy brush just to grab anywhere. You know, this does not have a number on it, but I think, let me see if I can go into my email real quick. Hold on. If I can go into my email real quick, I think they described it in my email of all the products that I purchased from it. I want some Mexican food.
Me too.
Okay, order summary. Now, what brush was this? So they described this brush as the blending eye brush 81. Like, it doesn't have a number on it. I don't know what does that mean, but I used this yesterday to like blend out some color because I was trying to recreate a look that I seen yesterday. Also, I'm going to be recreating some people's looks as well. So yeah, if you guys are like a makeup artist or anything like that, just DM me on Twitter. So yeah, so like I use this as like a smudger brush, like packing color like on the outer thirds of your eye, and then like just packing it on. I really don't blend with this brush because I use like a blending brush for that, but I just pack my color on with this brush. You could also sweep this under your eye like with it. It's multi-purpose, like, you know, you can use it any way you want. I just use this to pack on color. It's not really good for sweeping color over the eye as a actual regular blending brush. So the next brushes I want to talk about are two brushes that I purchased that are the same. And this is the T70 brush. Now the T70 brush, let me go up here and read what it says. The fuck?
You just text me and said what time.
So I got the T70 brush in the weekend bundle essentials. I mean the weekend. So I got this with the weekend bundle essentials pack, which came with this, the palette, the buffer brush, and the bag, the makeup bag, to just exactly what it is, like a blending brush. Just sweep it over my eye, into my crease, and also pack color as well, because I would use one to pack color and one to like blend out the edges. But I need like a smaller brush to do that, to actually get in and blend off the edges, just to like make it better, I guess. Like, you know, more of a blended all together look. So yeah, so like I really like these brushes ever since I got it. I saw the weekend essentials bundle and I was like, I have to get it, because it was $35 for all these things, for 3 brushes, a sponge, a palette, and a makeup bag. Like, I had to get it, okay? The next brush I want to talk about is the T32 brush, T32. And it's a tapered large blending brush. Whose eyelid is this big? Like, I just want to know whose eye. This is like a fucking highlighter brush, y'all. Like, whose eyelid is this big? Like, I thought this was going to be like a nice size blending brush, like kind of like this. I thought it was gonna be like this, but just a little bit more tapered. But this brush is big. It's like a highlighter brush. I'm like, no, like I can't. I don't use this for highlighting. No, ma'am. So I'm sorry, you guys. My freaking I just noticed my camera cut off and I wasn't recording. So where the fuck was I? I don't know, but I'm about to finish just talk about this. So my last brush I want to talk about is the T89 brush. This brush is a good highlighting brush. I used to use fan brushes, but I don't use them anymore because they just weren't good. And this brush is pretty good. I use this side to highlight mostly, you know. And yeah, so this brush is really good for highlighting. Also, so there's nothing really else I can say. It's just a nice highlighting brush. So that concludes today's video, guys. If you guys like this video, you know, if you guys like these brushes as well, I would say go ahead and stop by the Makeup Shack in store. They have a couple of stores in Las Vegas, and you guys should definitely go, because these brushes are freaking good. If not like the same, or if not better than Morphe brushes. These brushes are so freaking good. I got them off recommendation from Rocio Ceja. because she gave me her code and everything because I couldn't remember her code, and I've loved them ever since. You guys should definitely go. You guys should definitely go pick these brushes up. So serious right now. And also let me show you the makeup bag real quick. So this is how the makeup bag looks. It's really pretty. Oh my god. And it says Makeup Shack right here. You can see all my brushes right there. And I kind of just lay it flat when I'm doing my makeup. If you guys like this video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It really helps a lot. And also hit that like button as well right before you leave. And I will see you guys Friday.